Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're going to be going over how to make the best first impression. I know sometimes it can seem a little bit surface level to be focused so much on making a good first impression or just impressing someone in general, but first impressions are important and they make a really big impact on initial attraction and the way someone perceives you right off the bat. So since you've only got one shot, first impressions are incredibly important whether you're going to a job interview or a first date. All the tips on this list today can really help you make sure that you make a good first impression. So let's get started. So point number one here, we have prepare. You really want to do your homework, again, whether you're going for a first date or an interview. Now, the preparation might be different for both of those, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but I do think preparing can really help reduce anxiety and stress, regardless of what situation you're going to be in. So if this is for a meeting or an interview, definitely have a set of questions to ask the person. At the end of the interview, you want to seem interested and really make that good first impression to show that you care and you want that job. You should also prepare and know a solid amount about the company so that you don't just go into an interview knowing absolutely nothing. They're probably going to ask you, and it's going to look a lot better if you have something prepared and you're not just going in winging it. So if we're talking about a date here, keep in mind some things you would like to ask her to prepare a little bit. I'm not saying you need to have questions lined up, totally knowing everything you're going to ask her, but I think preparing a little bit can help reduce that stress and anxiety that you might feel on a first date. And I think it's okay to think about this ahead of time just so that you don't draw a blank in a conversation, especially if you're someone who struggles with keeping a conversation going or not knowing what to ask or you get really nervous. Preparing ahead of time can really help reduce that. Also included in preparing is making a reservation. If you're going somewhere, the worst thing is when you plan to go to a restaurant but you didn't make a reservation, you get there and there's an hour-long wait and you have no backup plan. This can be avoided by just simply making a reservation. Another thing to keep in mind here is picking out your outfit. And I know that seems silly, like you're in kindergarten laying out your outfit the night before your first day of school, but I do think doing this ahead of time can really save you a lot of stress and worry the morning of or the day of your date. The worst thing is when you think of an outfit in your head and you think it's going to be great, and then you put it on and you hate the way it looks, or maybe there's wrinkles or stains that you don't have time to fix. So picking this out ahead of time can really help you avoid that stress and anxiety on a first date. Point number two is to dress well. And again, as shallow and surface level as this might seem, it matters, especially for that first impression, that first date, or that interview. So the way that you portray yourself and the way that you choose to show up for yourself can say a lot more about you than you would think. And they say dress for the job you want, not the job you have. So you really want to make sure that you're showing up for yourself, putting your best foot forward. Of course, maybe you're not a guy that wears suits or dresses up all the time, but for an interview, I do think it's good to, again, put your best foot forward and show up as the best version of yourself. If something is important to you and you genuinely care about it, your appearance should reflect that for a scenario like a first date or an interview or a really important meeting. You wouldn't want to show up to a first date in a wrinkled shirt that hasn't been washed in 4 weeks. Seriously, guys, step it up here. Put a little bit of effort in. I'm not saying you need to go all out and wear a suit on your first date, but definitely put in a little bit of effort and show up for yourself. And you really want to be intentional with the outfit that you choose. So you shouldn't be dressing like someone that you're totally not to impress someone that probably wouldn't even like the real you, but you really want to be authentic. Choose something that you feel comfortable in, confident in, and that you feel like really reflects who you are. So again, dress like yourself here, but maybe not the version of yourself that just woke up in your tattered t-shirt and boxers from 2014. Number three is one that a lot of people struggle with, and that is to be on time. And referring back to the preparing point, this is another thing that you should be thinking about when you should be leaving to make sure that you get there on time and you're not running late. Being late is incredibly rude and a red flag, and really just because you want to be respectful of people's time. And if you're always running late to everything, you're being selfish, everything is on your terms, that's going to be a red flag to an interviewer. It's going to be a red flag to a girl that you're going on a first date with. And of course, things happen. Maybe you got stuck in traffic because of an accident and you're never late, but just pick up the phone and call them and let them know that you're going to be late. That is a green flag. If you're someone who is always late, you really need to work on this. I think it really just signals that you don't care about something, you weren't willing to prepare or put in any extra effort to make sure that you weren't late, and it comes across very narcissistic and selfish if this is something that you have a habit of doing. Okay, my next one is something here that you've probably never heard before, and that is because I made it up to make it easier for you, and that is the AAA, and that is authentic, attentive, and appropriate. So the first point is authentic. Again, the worst thing you can do is show up and pretend to be someone that you're not. That's going to confuse the other person, and it's also not going to do you any favors because eventually true colors will come out. There'll be bitterness, resentment there. We don't want that to happen. So the best thing you can do is to be authentic. So again, being the best version of yourself here. You don't want to be straight up lying on the date date or pretending to be into things that you're not just to impress her or braggy. That's the worst thing you can do. So be authentic, show up, and be the best version of you. And these are kind of the 3 A's of a conversation. So authentic in your conversation and yourself, and then attentive. So you really want to be listening, paying attention to what that person is saying and not being like on your phone or acting distracted. It's going to signal to that person that you're not interested in them and you don't care. So you really want to give them your full undivided attention, be attentive, listen to what they're saying, and your conversation and how well it goes is going to reflect you being attentive as well. If you show that you're listening and your answers reflect that, it's going to signal to that other person that you're interested, and it's going to make them feel a lot more comfortable to open up to you and just feel like the conversation went better in general. So again, we have authentic, attentive, and lastly here we have appropriate. So regardless if you're going to an interview or a first date, you really want to keep it appropriate, guys. Don't say anything that would make that other person feel uncomfortable or weirded out or creeped out. If you have to second guess something in your head before you say it, you probably just shouldn't say it. And lastly, number 5, we have eye contact and a smile. So really in general here, body language is something incredibly important to keep in mind. Often our body language signals how we're feeling or what we're thinking without even saying it. So this is going to be something that that other person picks up on, especially from initially meeting you or that first impression. So body language in general is important, but these are 2 key factors that I really want to zone in on here because I think for a first impression, they're probably the most important. Eye contact shows that you're engaged and you care about what the other person is saying, and also shows confidence. So it's a really good thing to practice if you're someone who struggles with it. Eye contact is super important. Smiling is going to make you come across more warm and friendly and often makes that other person feel more comfortable with you as well. So it's really important. And just to give you an example here, imagine you're meeting me for the first time and I say, "Hello, nice to meet you." You probably think I have RBF, I don't look nice, I don't look warm and friendly, you probably don't want to talk to me. But if I meet you for the first time and I say, "Hey, it's so nice to meet you," I look a lot more inviting because there's a smile and pleasant look on my face. So keep this in mind when you're meeting other people. I know sometimes you can get so zoned in on how nervous you are or just what that other person is going to think, but really keeping these things in mind and practicing makes it a lot easier for you, and you're going to come across a lot better and make an amazing first impression. I also think a really important part of making a good first impression is how good your conversation was. So if you're someone who struggles with this, I did an entire video going into how to have the best conversation where I dive deep into each topic and how to make sure that all your conversations are really good ones and you feel a lot more comfortable and you have an easier time. Again, I'm not going to cover it here because I already did an entire video about it, so definitely be sure to go check it out. So again, just to recap all my points here, we had prepare, dress well, be on time, AAA, and eye contact and smile. So again, I know thinking about making a good first impression can sometimes seem a little bit surface level and shallow, but I want you all to understand just how important it is, and it could make or break something for you. So definitely be sure to keep all these tips in mind. I think if you apply all of these to any first impression you're about to make, it will be a good one. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. Love connecting with all of you guys on there as well. I do a lot of interactive stuff on my stories, Q&As, and things like that. So if you'd like to participate, be sure to give me a follow over there. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.